Welcome back to another video. Today I got a nice color combination for you guys. This is a 2023 Honda Pilot Elite all-wheel drive, fully loaded, crystal black pearl with the brown interior. I'm not sure how popular this color will be in your region, but this is the first black with brown we've had. So far, I think we've had gray with brown, and yeah, that was the first brown one, and now this is our second one. But I know black is not an easy exterior to get in the Pilot, especially here in New Mexico. If you're not familiar with the Honda lineup, you have the LX, which is the base model, you have the Sport, you have the EXL, you have the Trail Sport, you have the Touring, and then you have this Elite. So this is the highest level you can get, fully loaded. The Elite look beautiful in this crystal black pearl color. First thing you're gonna notice is the chrome going across the grille over here, gloss black on the grille itself, big Honda H in the front, and you have a front camera because you have the 360 camera on the Elite. It's also available on the Trail Sport, but that's the only two trims that get the full 360 camera. So since you get the camera, you also get a washer for the front camera. Full LED, high beam, low beam, turn signals, daytime running lights, LED fog lights as well. You have this little chrome piece above the front bumper, and within the bumper you have a functional little skirt here in the bumper, which is pretty cool. Parking sensors at the bottom. Got a little silver, and then to break up the black plastic with the black though. I mean, it's a nice color combination. Really love how this looks in the crystal black pearl. This is a new generation for the Honda Pilot. You probably see I have a previous generation right here. That's how they used to look. Honda tried to go back to the first generation and give you that more boxier design than the curvier design. You may like that better, you may like this better, but this has been popular since we've got it. You have the flat grille you can see up front, longer hood. You have the new Honda design with the slimmer headlights. It looks mean in the front, especially in this paint. And on the side, you have the mirrors over here. They're body color with plastic, like a black plastic about below, with your LED turn signals on both sides. Wide windshield, and you have a little sensor right there. See a little forward sensor. That's for your rain sensing windshield wiper, which is standard on the Elite. The Elite also will give you 20s. Oh man, it's windy up here. It will also give you 20. These are 255s, 50, 20. So if you get a Touring, same exact wheel. If you get a Trail Sport, you get 18s. If you get an EXL, you get 18s. If you get a Sport, you get the 20s. And if you get an LX, I believe you get 18s too. We will take a look at the trim walk. Taking a look at the rear, at first, this had to grow on me. I mean, I didn't dislike the rear, but I thought it was like, you know. But now that I kind of look at it, I love how they have Pilot spelled out in the back, and that's black. That's on every trim level. You have all-wheel drive in chrome, you have the H in chrome, and you have the Elite in chrome too. That shows you that you got the fully loaded, top of the line Pilot. Now, Pilots will come with a PPO, a post-production option, and this one has one. This one has the hitch package because Pilots do not come standard with a towing package. You can get one added. If you get a Trail Sport, you do get a hitch, but you don't get the wiring. So when you get any other model, you don't get anything at all. You have to add it. But because this is a PPO package, this hitch came installed from Honda from the factory. We didn't, as a dealership, install it here. And what's cool with the PPO packages is you save some money because you don't have to pay labor or installation. Like if you go to a dealership and get that installed, it'll cost more versus getting one already installed from Honda. So be on the lookout on the MSRP. It might be slightly different because it might have a PPO package on it. But looking at the rear, you have a rear spoiler right here. The antenna's body color. You have an LED brake light up here. Wiper, super simple. You have a combination tail light. I believe the turn signals is a regular bulb, and I think the reverse light is a regular bulb. Brake lights is LED. In the back camera here, you can see you have a little washer there with the camera, which is pretty cool. And parking sensors down below. And I think only the Elite get the. I think the Touring gets this too. The little fake exhaust looking thing in the bumper. Because if you really look at it, ain't nothing in there. The exhaust is actually down there. So you can see down there, spare tires down there as well. You get a donut on the Pilot. If you get a Trail Sport, you get a full-size spare tire. And that's important because that will change the trunk space in the rear. Now, coming onto the side, the Elite gives you crossbars, standard, and these are gloss black. And you have a strip of chrome below the window, the door handles, gloss black. You have black plastic down here with this little silver piece to kind of break up the black down here. But the side profile, I really like it. They took this portion right here from the first generation, which is pretty cool. You can see it on the side. The Elite comes standard with blind spot monitoring, and I think every Pilot comes standard with blind spot monitoring besides the LX. We also will take a look at the trim walk. Since this is a new generation, you have the new key, and this is the same key Honda has been using on everything now. You have lock, you have unlock, you have a remote start built in on the fob, and you have a trunk button that you hold, and it'll open the trunk. The Elite also will have the kick feature. So this one has a hitch, so you have to relocate actually where the sensor is, and you can see hands-free access, power tailgate sensor. So if I have the key on me and I kick under there and pull back, it'll close the tailgate, which is pretty cool. And we'll come back to the cargo space. You also have smart entry. So you have these three little lines right here. You tap it, lock all the doors. The mirrors will fold in, power folding mirrors. I love those. Also, what's new on the Pilot is smart entry works on the rear doors too. So you can lock it from back here or put your hand in there, unlock the doors, and your mirror will pop back open. Previous Pilot, it was only for the front door on the Elite, so that's a nice touch that he added. Now here's my favorite part, it's the interior. So we're gonna look in here. First thing you see is that brown interior. This thing is beautiful. I'm in love with this interior. I like how it's not too tan, it's not too chocolatey. It's like a perfect blend, and they actually break it up with a little black strip in the middle. You get the black piping on the outside. Yeah, this thing is beautiful. Even on the door, you got some of it on the door. Just give you a very premium look, and they didn't use too much brown on here. So you have auto up down for the front windows, auto up down for the rear windows, power locks, power mirrors. You have a power folding mirror that you saw. You can fold it in and out with a button here. Memory seats. So you have two position memory seats. On the back of each key, you're going to have driver 1 and driver 2. Now it's only on the driver door, and you can adjust your seat settings, your mirrors, and some of your settings in the screen to a key, which is really cool. You have plenty of storage down here, more storage down there, speaker here, more of that brown on the dash right there. Look at that. This thing is nice. Super beautiful. Power seating, so you have lumbar in and out, power front and back for the back, whole seat, forward and back, up and down for the whole seat, and then this portion right here, you can tilt it up and down. On the passenger side, you have forward and back, that's power, and then you have forward and back for the back, and that's it. So no up and down and no lumbar on the passenger side. We will jump in here. Welcome to your Honda. So because it's the Elite, you get the full digital 10-inch touchscreen. You get the full digital 10-inch display right here, driver display. If you get any trim level below the Elite, you'll get the half digital, half analog cluster. Turn that guy on so you can see that color come to life. Beautiful. On the side door too, you do have a unique design here, and it's like it's not textured. With this little silver trim up here. On the left side here, you have your trunk button. You have your, I think it's like a de-icer zone or something like that. When you turn this feature on, it'll warm up the bottom of the windshield. That way your wipers could get unstuck in like cold weather. Traction control on and off. The air vents is the same shape as the tail lights, which is a nice touch. That's actually pretty cool. Taking a look at the steering wheel, it is leather wrapped, stitched, black stitch in the middle. And I like this little aluminum looking piece down here. And the steering wheel is heated, so that's standard on the Elite. You have power shifters on the back of the shifter, back of the steering wheel. I don't know why I can't talk today, but you do have a 10-speed automatic transmission, so that's how you control shifting with the transmission. Here on the headlights, you have auto high beams too. You have parking light, you have on, you have off, and you have fog lights on and off. On the right stalk, you have off, auto rain sensing windshield wipers low and high, and for the rear you have off, intermediate, and on. And you can see there's a washer button down here that's still, I think, wash the rear camera, and this top one washes the front camera, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, so that's pretty cool that they add that now. On the steering wheel, you have some gloss black around it. You have your control wheel here for the left pod, you have your scroll wheel here for the right pod, and you have volume, next track, previous. And same on his right side, you have your Honda sensing, so adaptive cruise control, distance, lane keep assist on and off. You can turn on your cruise control, resume, set, cancel, easy to use. Coming along to the right side, so if you use this scroll wheel over here, I'm gonna zoom in for you guys. This will have most of your settings. So you have brightness, you can have nothing, your safety features, so you have your road departure mitigation. This is a beautiful screen, by the way. Blind spot monitoring, you can turn that on and off. Low speed braking control, parking sensors on and off, collision mitigation, so like your automatic braking. And the low speed will brake for you if you, I think under like 3 miles per hour in a parking lot, you get a bump into something, it'll warn you, brake for you. And you have your parking sensors here, which is pretty cool. But let's get up out of here and go back. You have, we're going up, you have your tire pressure, so you can actually see your tire pressure for each individual wheel. And if you're filling back up the tires, the pilot will actually beep at you when to stop from the outside, which is cool. I know if you look at a CRV or HRV or a Civic, there's no meter for all your wheels, oil life, who got a seatbelt on, your all-wheel drive. Pretty much you can see how much power you're using the front wheels, how much power you're using the rear wheels, and side to side. You have your, if you're awake enough to drive, don't fill that up. You have a compass, or if you have a destination in, it'll show turn by turn directions on that screen. Engine time and on, and you have your range and fuel. So this is going to show you what you're averaging and how many miles you have to tank, and your heads up display settings. So this is important. So we're going to jump in this one because you can change. Let me see where. Oh, it's right here. Let me zoom out a little bit. Maybe that'll help. So you see that 0 right there. So if I go to content here, I can choose to have speedometer, or I can put navigation. So it's speedometer and navigation. Actually, let me see if you guys could you see that right there. So you have navigation, you have your safety features, you can have nothing, back to speedometer only, and navigation, which is cool. So I'm gonna leave it on speedometer for right now. But heads up display, that's unique to the Elite. You can change the brightness, the height of the heads up display. It's actually pretty cool. And also, I want to do the gauge display. So right now it's in, is this bar? I think it's in bar. So if you go to gauge design, and oh yeah, it's in bar. So you could change it to round, where there are normal circles, or you can have round minimal, so there are circles but less information, or bar with less information. So we leave it on round, and I go back. Now you have a speedometer there, and same thing, it'll be a tachometer on the left side, but I'm gonna put it back to bar. That way you guys can see that you can change them. Honda by default send all these pilots out with bar instead of the round like on a Civic, so pretty interesting. But so far, in the Accord too, the Accord has round, but so far the Civic, Accord, and this Elite Pilot are the only models right now with the full digital. I'm sure this is going to be on all the Hondas down the road. Let's transfer over here to your touchscreen display. Now, a lot of people complain that this should have been bigger. This is just the same 9-inch that's in the HRVs, in the Civics, in the CRV. I know the Accord just came out with the new 12-inch. I'm assuming the next generation of all of our Hondas is going to have that Accord 12-inch, but right now, this is the only size you're going to get on the Pilot. I think if you get an LX, you actually get a 7-inch. You get the smaller screen that's on the Civic. But Sport, or I think the Sport also get a 7-inch too. I'm gonna confirm that when we look at the trim walk. But the Elite will give you the 9-inch. And I've went over this screen so many different times in so many different Hondas. So you have a built-in navigation system. You have wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Satellite radio is still standard because the Core doesn't have this anymore. Trip computer, phone, FM, Bluetooth audio. You do have built-in Wi-Fi hotspot, Honda Link AM. And I love the vehicle settings controls because look at the new menu now. It's like pictures of cars. Instead of just having words, it's actually pretty nice. The Accord has a really nice menu system. And then you have cabin talk. You don't have cabin watch from the Odyssey, but you do have cabin talk. So when you turn this on, let me see if you guys can hear. I'm gonna turn it up. So whoever's in the third background, you see, you hear the echo. So it kind of projects my voice through the speakers, so whoever's sitting back there can hear me, which is pretty cool. Turn that guy off. But you do have cabin talk, which is pretty cool. And I'll say that's mostly your basics on the screen there. You do have a volume knob, and you do have a tuning knob down here too. So it's not just all touchscreen. Home is a physical button, back is a physical button as well. So I know Honda has that new vent design on the Civic, CRV, HRV, but the Pilot does have its own vent system, which is pretty nice. I like how it looks. And you do have this new storage right here too, which is cool. It's different from the previous Pilot. And your climate control, you have a little bit more buttons than pretty much almost all of the Pilots because you have ventilated seats on the Elite, and only the Elite can get this feature. You can get heated seats on the Touring, heated seats on the Trail Sport, heated seats on the EXL, and I think heated seats on the Sport, but ventilated seats is only on the Elite. Tri-zone climate control, auto, sync. You have your rear settings right here to control the climate control for the rear. You have a combination USB-C and USB-A. USB-C is just for charging. USB-A is what you use for Apple CarPlay, Android Auto if you're not using the wireless feature. Power outlet here. You have a little cubby here. I don't know what you're going to put in there. Probably some candy or receipts or something like that. Wireless phone charger with a wide storage down here. You can put 2 phones here if you wanted to. So here's your shifter for your 10-speed automatic transmission. I know it's different from having a shifter, but you just hold the brakes and push the button. You have reverse. And since we're in reverse, there go your 360 camera. And what's cool is you have the outside on this side, back on this side, or you can just have it just back without the outside. You can turn that feature off. And you can have it in wide view or normal view. You also have cross traffic on and off here too, and brightness. So a lot of you are gonna really love the Elite for the 360 because pilots never had 360 before. We finally got that thing. You also have a dedicated camera button right here. So if you turn that on, you can turn on, I guess, your trail watch camera. So I'm in park right now and I can see the 360. I can see what's behind me. And if you switch it here, you can see your side, like your fender, the left side and the right side, which is pretty cool as well. So you can use the front camera whenever you want. Oh, I said behind me. This is in front of me. This is the front camera. That blue Pilot, that's another Elite right there too, an Obsidian blue, which is pretty cool. But yeah, you can turn this camera on whatever you want. So pretty cool. Back to the 10 speed. You have your neutral, you have drive / sport. You have your drive modes here. And this is important because if you go up and down, you have, actually zoom in there, show you guys. You have sport, normal, econ, snow mode, trail mode, sand mode, and tow mode, which is pretty cool. So you can decide whichever one you want to be on. Zoom back out. You do have your auto engine stop feature. You can turn it off. You have a downhill descent control, so it's like cruise control going downhill up to 12 miles per hour. Electronic parking brake, that's new for Honda Pilot because the Pilots usually have a foot pedal brake down there. And you have brake hold here as well. Cup holders here, and you have ambient lighting that will light up at night. Beautiful. I love how it looks. This is the passenger seating. These seats are so comfortable, and I just love the look of the brown. This thing is just, this is fire. Oh, turn off the camera. We'll need that on. And here's your armrest here, huge and big, and you have no connections in there, just storage. A little, I don't know what you can put up there, maybe a pencil or a pen or something like that. But black, it's like brown stitch. This thing is beautiful. And coming up here, you have Home Link built in and an auto dimming rear view mirror. So your garage openers button will be down here, and this is to turn off the auto dimming. And speaking of auto dimming, you have auto dimming side mirrors too. So that's on the Elite. I'm not sure that's on Touring. I'll have to double check. Also, you have a Bose sound system, 12 speaker premium sound system on the Elite. That's also on the Touring, which is really nice. And another addition is this big panoramic roof up here. So you have this guy. You can open up the shade. And if you want to use the moonroof, oh, look at this guy. It's chilling up there. But if you want to open up the moonroof, it'll open up this portion right here. This portion back here doesn't open, but it let in a lot of light in here, which is really nice. So you can close that guy back up. You have a who threw that Cheeto mirror and / sunglass holder, which is pretty cool. You have LED lighting all throughout the Pilot. And then you also have your vanity mirror with non-LED, but at least you get a bulb. Little card holder there too. That's actually pretty cool. Look at the glove box. It is lockable. And that's your glove box. Jump out of here and let's get into the rear seats. This is how wide the rear doors open. Easy and get out, especially for you and your kids. You have built-in sunshades in the second row. And here's the rear door. It mimics the brown like the driver door, even with the design and everything. Love how it looks in here. Let me get this window sticker out the way. Plenty of legroom back here. You have a mat pocket back here with a cell phone holder. Same thing on the passenger side. Storage, cell phone holder. You have your air vents back here. You have heated second row. If you want heated second row, you have to get a Elite. The last Pilot, you were able to have that on the Touring, but they moved that up to the Elite now. But you have your controls back here, and you can actually lock the buttons from up front so your kiddos don't mess with it. You have a AC outlet here is 150 watt, which is pretty cool, and 2 USB A's, and they're meant for charging. And I think these are 2.5. I'll have to double check. But super simple layout. Oh, get this little plastic out of here. You also have storage on the top up here, which I don't think the previous Pilot had that. And it's on the passenger side too. Storage up top. Give you guys another view of the cockpit up there. Real nice. And you do have this middle seat here. It can come down. Oh, look at that, one hand. So it can come down, be an armrest, cup holder, additional storage, and it's removable. So when you drop it down like that, and then there's like another tab down here, you pull this out, and you can take this out and turn it into a captain's chair, which is pretty cool. Let me show you guys how easy it is to get to the third row. Oh, actually, before we even do that, look how accessible the bars are for child locks, for car seats. You don't got to dig your hand in it to try to find these bars. They're exposed right there, which is cool. And you have this button right here that'll automatically fold it forward and push it up so you can get into the third row. And we're gonna actually get back here. And brown with the black in the middle, it follows all the way to the third row, which is pretty cool. Put these guys up. And sitting back here, you even have a tether back here for the car seat. You have ear vents back here and USB-A. Cup holders, tie downs. If you add in the cargo cover, it goes in right there. And then you can see on this side too, same thing, another USB-A, air vents. Really nice back here, LED lighting back here. And this is the view from back here. And you do have an easy button to get out. Same button that's on the side, it works the same way. You push that, hydraulics, open that up, which is pretty cool. Let's jump in to the third row. Jump into the cargo space. Third row, what am I talking about? It's a power tailgate. You can kick underneath it like I did earlier to open it, close it. You can adjust how high it opens to. So you can see it's adjustable. And with the third row up, still have plenty of space back here. Now the cargo space below this is huge because this is where you will store your middle seat if you take it out. You can get this little hitch stuff out the way. And what's cool is this one is, like I said, is a PPO. Because this comes with a PPO package, it comes with some hitch accessories. But that's where your spare seat will go. And these dividers on the side, you can actually remove those to have a wider opening. Or if you ever wanted to store this lid down lower, you can as well. You just gotta take out the dividers. But yeah, plenty of cargo space. And then you can see over here, your funnel and your tools is all here. And this has a 12-volt power outlet back here and a walkaway close feature. So if I press that, let me close this back. So if I press that, it's not gonna close till I walk away. That's fire. That's new to the Pilot, but that's so cool. So yeah, so here's the hitch. Comes with a hitch and a wiring because this has the PPO package. Actually, I'm showing you guys a window sticker so you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so here's the window sticker. So you can see it's a 23 Honda Pilot all-wheel drive Elite, crystal black pearl, brown interior, and the MSRP is $52.30, and this has the post-production option. So it's $990. If you go to your dealership and add the same towing package, it'll probably be about, I don't know, a few thousands because you have labor, installation, all types of fees in there from a dealership, where Honda will do it for you and you waive those fees. So with destination and handling, you're looking around $54,365. Now, when these Elites first came out, I know that MSRP was about, I think you're about 53 and change, but also this one is crystal black pearl, so you don't have to worry about paying for a premium color, but because it has the PPO package, it's $1,000 more. You can see 19 city, 25 highway, 21 combined, which is not bad for a vehicle this size. Let's jump out of here and let's go jump into the brochure and see what colors combination this thing comes in and how the price changing and your PPO packages. First thing Elite is giving you that the Touring actually doesn't have is the Trail Watch multi-view camera system. So I called it a 360 camera. Honda doesn't call it that, but 360 cameras are very universal. So you know what I'm talking about if I say that. And you have that with the front camera washer. Trail Sport also will have the same, multi-view camera system. I say proper. The heads-up display is on the Elite. So it's not a 10-inch. It's a 10.2 driver information interface, to be exact. Rain sensing windshield wipers on the Elite. You have the heated wipers on. Wow, that's not even on the Touring. That's interesting. Okay, heated wiper zone. You have the heated leather wrap steering wheel, which is standard on the Elite. Get the perforated leather trim seats. So you see how the seats have that design with the piping all around is a little bit more premium. That's only on the Elite as well. You have the heated second row. You have the 110 volt power outlet, auto dimming, power folding, heated, body colored, power side mirrors with integrated turns indicated and reverse gear tilt down. That's a long thingy. But yeah, you do have auto dimming side mirrors. I think I mentioned that in the thingy. But that's what the Elite is going to add on top of what the Touring already have. Now we're on the Honda website, and here's all the trim levels. So it's plenty to choose from. And the Elite's going to be all the way over here. So I'm going to grab this guy. And Elite only comes in all-wheel drive. So you have the new 3.5 V6 engine. Same displacement, but it's different from the previous 3.5 V6. Makes a little bit more power. And then you go to design, go to the colors. There we go. Okay, so you have Crystal Black Pearl, which we reviewed. You have Lunar Silver Metallic, which I don't think I've got a pilot this color yet. Modern Steel Metallic, Obsidian Blue Pearl, Platinum White Pearl, Radiant Red Metallic, which I love Radiant Red, and Sonic Gray Pearl. I don't think I've seen a Sonic Gray yet in the 23, but very popular color. This is the new It color. So I'm gonna go to black. Black gives you two options. You can have black interior, or you can have brown perforated leather, which chef's kiss. At the time of recording, pricing will be different, of course. If you're watching this a few months later, I'm sure the MSRP is gonna go up, but base price is $52,380 without any premium color, plus your destination handling, you're looking around $53,725. And if you go to a premium color, which is white, platinum white pearl, so platinum white pearl, radiant red, and sonic gray is gonna be $455 more. So be mindful of that. Also, let's see the interior color. So if you do lunar silver, gray is your only choice. If you do meteorite gray, you can get the black or the brown also. If you really want that brown interior. Black, gray so far. Obsidian blue only comes with gray interior. If you get platinum white pearl, you can get gray, black, or brown, which is nice. You get all three colors. So the brown comes in three exteriors so far. The radiant red is black only, and sonic gray, I believe, is black only. Yes, it is. So yeah. So you want the brown. You see your three options. And let's put it back to black because I kind of want to configure this guy. And here are your wheel options. So you can get 20s, 20s. Oh, Mac about to die. 20s, 20s, and 20s. Oh, so this is how I haven't got an HPD pilot yet. I'm curious to see what it looks like. I like these wheels. These wheels are cool. But I think I prefer it in black. You can get it in machine finish too. So you got some options. I like that. Okay, you got some options. Let's take a look at packages. So this is the package that the pilot we just walked around has. It's a towing package. So the towing package comes with the trailer hitch harness, trailer hitch ball mount, trailer hitch panel silver, and trailer hitch HFA adapter, which is the hands-free tailgate sensor thingy. It relocates the hands-free sensor because you have the hitch that's in the way now. Also, I want to show you guys something. So when you get the towing package, you do have to, like, the package, I think you have to buy this. I don't know if it's separate or not, but you see how this doesn't have a cutout for the hitch and it doesn't have a cutout for the wiring. You have to get a new panel if you add a towing package on there. So if you go to the dealership and you try to add that towing package on there, they're going to say something about a panel because this is actually different color depending on what trim level you have too. So a little bit confusing, but yeah. And then here's the HPD package. I can't wait to see one in person. This looks fire. I wonder if I can add it and it'll actually show. Oh, yes, it will. Okay. So the HPD, this is the black. That looks fire. Look, I'm taking it off. So you get the fender flares. You get the little side panels. You get the HPD sticker on there. This is fire. I don't think I'm getting an HPD. I gotta double check. But once we get one and we're doing one, I like this. Now, the Elite is a kind of a high price range, so I don't know if most people in this price range want that Elite look. They probably want something more, sophisticated, but you have the function package, which is cargo net, cargo cover, first aid kit. I've seen a lot of this package on the pilots, but and then you have the HPD bronze. So that's the these are the PPO I keep telling you about in the video, where from Honda it'll have one of these packages already. Not every pilot, but it's random. So when you're shopping and let's say you go to your dealership and they have multiple ones coming in, but the MSRP is a little bit different and they all elites, you know why. It may have a PPO package on there. So let's go to accessories real fast. And oh yeah, the bike attachments and body side molding, the decal hood, crossbars. So there's a few stuff you can, the black H's are like, it's a nice touch. But a lot of accessories you can add, a tent. Let's see, an interior. I'm wondering, oh, see some, well, this is an elite, so it's gonna have everything. Oh, look at that, the logo pattern projector. That's fire. Okay. Honda's trying to get fancy. Honda is trying to get fancy. But so let's try and eat. Okay. So I'm adding everything here. I hope you guys enjoyed this walk around. If you have any questions, please drop a comment down below. If I missed anything, drop a comment below or feature. Or if you have one, let me know what you think about it. If you ordered one, what color you got, what trim level you got. If you're thinking about getting one and you didn't get one, let me know why you didn't get one. We'd love to talk about it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'm gonna catch you guys in the next walk around.